Okay, we're rolling.
You are now tuned in to the Pillow Talk podcast hour. You are now tuned in to the Pillow Talk podcast hour.
Girl, hurry up. The show about to come on. Come on. Dang.
Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on? We are here today. Finally, we got it right. You know, last week was a little craziness, but it's all good. But guess what? We back. We back with my girl, my homie, the one who knows her stuff. If you don't know, now you know. Tamar. Yes. We're back with Tamar. We don't have our usual panel here because, we gave him a little break. We let him, stay, take care of some business. This week, y'all get, lay back a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to get it right. And today, we are discussing, I don't know if you got a little glimpse of what happened last week, what we discussed and what we talked about, but today we are discussing the good old health and what's up with health. And we're going to get to it. So we want to introduce our girl Tamar. We're going to introduce our girl Tamar. Of course, we are the Dream Team. Me and my girl, we're the Dream Team. Yes, me and my wife. I said my girl. Me and my wife, we are the Dream Team.
Dream Team.
Yes. And to the left of my beautiful wife, my right, the right of my beautiful wife is Tamar. Yes, Tamar Tafari. Yes, Tamar Tafari. And Tamar, why don't you give me a little background about yourself?
Okay, first and foremost, I want to thank this beautiful couple right here, Andrea and Itiko. They are the example and the epitome of good relationships. I mean, everybody have, their ups and downs, but when you're able to work together, network, build, bond, embrace, love, honor, and respect. That's what the goal is. That is what the goal is. And I really appreciate them having me here. And I want to write with my right hand and my left hand, salute.
Thank you. Yes.
We appreciate you coming back on, giving us
Yes.
some good knowledge, feeding the mind. A lot of people don't want to listen to other people because they feel like they can't learn from other people and think that people feel like they know it all. But, they say teach one.
That's right.
So that's what we want to do. And I learned a lot from you last week. So thanks for
praises.
coming back.
Yes.
And we
Y'all
all
are
in
so
this
welcome.
together. We
Yes.
all into this, trying to get it right, to eat to live. And just, once you start eating to live, your spirit just feel good.
Right. That is so true.
Your spirit feels good.
Yes, it does. That's true. That's true.
I'm going to introduce myself, like my brother said. I am Tamar Tafari. I am a mother of 11. I am a grandmother of, quote me right, y'all, my children who's listening, 18. I be trying to keep up. I was born and raised here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I transitioned from Ohio to South Carolina. I've been there for 18 years. I live right on the beach. Yeah, I'm bragging and boasting. And
It's
it
all
has
good.
so many amenities and properties and good vibrations and healing attributes to live right on the beach. I am here to share some knowledge on, I call myself a naturtarian. That's a word that I made up. And I call myself a wordologist because I do deal with etymology. And etymology is the root of words. And a lot of the words that we use, we really don't have the proper meaning to them. So I started etymology at a very young age, around 18 and 19, which they don't teach in school. In some colleges, they do teach etymology. But a lot of the words that we're using, they do not have the correct meaning to them.
Right.
So I could consider myself, a self-taught, self-made herbalist. I have delivered some babies. I delivered one of my babies by myself. I've been on this vegetarian, herbivore, pescatarian, starchitarian, sugartarian journey for close to 46 years. I started off as a vegetarian. A vegetarian is similar to an herbivore. You have humans that's herbivores, and you have animals that's herbivores. And an herbivore is an individual or an animal that eats just vegetations or fruit.
Right.
And then you have the carnivore. And the carnivore is people or animals that eat other animals. And then you have the cannibals, where some humans eat other humans.
Wow.
So basically, the planet is a feeding ground. It's a food source where something has to die in order for something to live. So when you see Animal Kingdom, or you're watching National Geographics, and you see other animals killing other animals to eat, they're eating to survive. So was this like this? I asked myself, was this like this from the very beginning? Did we have to kill to eat, or did we have to kill to survive? And I'm kind of thinking that we didn't, but I'm still researching that, because I know that we really started off as breatharians, that our sun, the water, and the land, but I say the law, I call it law. Land, air, water, and the sun is what fuels us.
The laws.
Laws.
Yeah.
So those are the laws of nature.
Okay.
And I don't personally think that we ate food. I think that we were able to survive through living from the land, living from the water, the air, and the sun. But that's yet to be proven. That's scientific. That's something that I've kind of been researching and studying, and that's something that I believe right now. It's a difference between believing and knowing.
Right.
Because the word believe has lie in it, L-I-E, and then you can be something, then it has the word leave. So you can be something today or believe it today and leave it tomorrow because you don't know. So I'm in the knowing.
Right.
So I really don't know. So I believe that we was once breatharians, and we had this desire for food, whether it was vegetation or whether it was hunting and killing other animals to eat to survive, or was it for lust?
Right.
Did we lust after blood? Did we lust after meat? So my journey has been making an effortless effort to eat and to live as natural as possible.
Right.
You do get some pessimistic people to say, well, you're going to die anyway. It don't matter what you eat. It don't matter what you do. We all got to die. Well, if you look at it, we kind of like dead right now, because we don't know. We don't know about the human anatomy. We don't know how to take care of the body. We don't know how to prevent sickness, illness, and disease. We don't know how to prevent that. So as we travel this journey in this now moment on this realm, our job as quote unquote humans is to learn how to take care of these bodies the best that we can, so we can have some sort of longevity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my journey has been, like I said, for 46 years. I don't knock people that eat meat or eat dairy products or eat starches or even eat humans. If that's what you want to do and that's what you choose to do, that's fine. But my job and my personal experience is for me, and to pass it to my children and my loved ones and people that's interested in it. You know what I'm saying? So as we become older, the old saying is that the older you get, the wiser you should get. It's like vintage wine. The longer it sits, the better it tastes. So as you get older, you want to reverse the spell that we've been under. We have to relearn a whole bunch of stuff that we were taught, in school and colleges, even from church and from our parents. We have to relearn a lot of stuff. And I think taking care of self and loving yourself is the greatest love of all. Is learning how to love yourself. And
That's real deep.
That's on
Yeah.
all levels. And it's not just eating. Detaching yourself from negative people, social media sometimes, TV, music.
Yes.
It's a lot of things that we need to do. Religion. I don't knock nobody for their religion, but it's a lot of things that we have to detach from and a lot of things that we need to relearn.
Yeah.
So that's the beginning part of my journey. As a child, I started when I was 16. I stopped eating meat. I was a vegetarian, and then I start back eating dairy products and fish. But I never went back to the chicken and the beef and the pork. But I did go back to the fish and the dairy and the starches. And then as the years went on, I was kind of like going back and forth. And it's a journey. It doesn't have to be hard. It's all in your thought pattern.
It's all in your thought pattern.
It's all in your
Seriously.
commitment and your discipline.
Yeah.
So from 16 all the way to now, I'm kind of back on. Excuse me, y'all. I got ginger. I eat ginger for my lungs, and it's kind of like pouring out my mouth. But I'm still on that journey. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have cravings and you have desires, and sometimes you want to feed that desire and that craving, but you may pay the consequences, especially if you're used to eating a certain way, because your body can go into shock. So I'm gonna pass it to y'all, and y'all can talk about some of y'all's journeys and things that y'all have been through. As far as transitioning over to being vegan, vegetarian, herbivores, or whatever people call themselves.
So I'm 63 days in of being vegan, but my husband told me that I should stop saying vegan. He was saying because of we eat. He just say just eat clean.
Right.
Just that we're eating clean and not saying vegan and now I'm gonna keep saying vegan because this is like this motivation to make me keep on, not to disrespect what he's saying, but I see where he's coming from, but I feel like it's motivating me. So the more I keep saying I'm vegan, the more it's helping me to continue to eat the fruits and vegetables.
Right.
Yeah.
It's motivating me. But I know it's times where we're not going to be 100% vegan because we don't know what they're putting into the product. So basically that's what he's saying. Because we're not making the stuff ourselves. So, we buying stuff in the store and we don't know exactly what all they're putting into it. So that's why he was basically saying that too. Like, well, it's some things that we don't know what they got in there. Right. Certain things, they may not put it on there, on the ingredients, but we don't know. And then that's like, we went out to a restaurant, Kabuto's, the other day, and we get usually I would get me the shrimp and the fried rice and whatever. So I finally all I had to get was the vegetables and the rice and stuff like that.
We did it. We've been doing that since how many times? My fault for interrupting, but we did that like 4 times already. Going there and you switch. It's like your 4th time.
Oh yeah, going up there and just eating the vegetables and the rice and stuff, So, but they cooking it on with the same skillet,
right? With
the meat. So we can't basically say vegans, but because we actually sitting there with them, But we say, hey, they cooked our stuff separately, we let them know they cooked ours first. So we were like, we don't eat meat and stuff like that, and we can't get the eggs in the rice. They put the eggs in the rice.
Right.
So we was able to customize our meal. So I'm learning, to first I'm like, Dad, what I'm gonna eat when I, because I like to go out and have a nice, dinner, besides, at home all the time. I like, so I'm learning ways to, when I do go out to, we are able to customize our meal. But like I said, he wants to say eat clean, and I respect that. And I just still want to say vegan, like I said, because it motivates me. And I know, because, sometimes you will say you vegan and then somebody be like, how you vegan? And y'all, cooking on this or whatever, but it ain't for other people. It's for
It's
us.
your personal journey.
Yeah, and I'm proud of myself because I have made it 63 days without dairy product, with no meat, with no salmon, nothing. You know, I feel good. I feel good. I was already on a clean eating journey anyway, but I would put the salmon in my diet.
Right.
I would put like some shrimp or something in my diet. You know, seafoods and stuff like that. That was in my diet. I would use butter. You know, I wasn't a milk eater or, you know, stuff like that. I probably would. Me, a milk drinker, yes. Yeah. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't that, but I probably would cook with it, you know, with something. But now I haven't had that in 63 days, and I can feel a difference. I can really feel a difference. And I just feel like, you know, the older you get, like you said, you know, the wiser you should get. And, you know, in 2 weeks, I'm turning 52 years old. So,
yes.
You know, I want some longevity.
That's right.
And if I can help myself have longevity, I'm going to do it. And like you said, there's some people be like, oh, this ain't going to kill you. You eat this and you eat that and this and that or whatever. You know, that's their walk. But
that's right.
My walk and my mental, and I'm feeding my mental telling me to eat right. So my mental is telling me to eat right. Like, I listen, you know, to the, you know, I hear God. And sometimes we don't take that time out to listen and hear God. We listen to the worldly people and we listen to everything they have to say and they have to offer us, but we don't listen to God. We all say we believe in God, but do you know how to listen and listen for him? And I think when I made this transition to say, I want to, you know, I'm gonna stop eating meat. I'm gonna stop eating the fish or whatever. I feel like I listened to God and God told me to stop. Like,
so can I ask both of
Yes,
y'all
yes,
questions?
yes.
What inspired you to want to change to a different way of living? Because I call it a way of life now. It's a way of life.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. So what inspired you, or what motivated you?
I think my thing started way back in like 2009. I think so. That's the most relevant date that I can recollect was 2009. So when 2009 came, I was you know, I had you get your checkup and everything, and it was like the high blood pressure. Mm-hmm. So with the high blood pressure involved with it, I said, you know what? Let me start exercising more. Let me stop eating certain things. And it wasn't like I went straight diving into like eating clean all the way, you know, 100%.
Right.
So I was already on a little journey. I didn't even know that I was starting a journey, but when you look back, you say, you know what? That was my point of reference right there. So I started back in 2009. I started like, you know, cutting out like butter, all the things that was relevant towards attacking your system with the high blood pressure. Right. So you like the salt, the butter, anything that has salt in it.
Sodium.
So I was kind of like, and some things still had salt in it, but I just didn't pay attention. Like I might go get some chips or something like that. So fast forward to the splash era. So I started, you know, I was like, some things I wouldn't eat. Milk, I'd never been a big fan of milk anyway, because it killed my stomach. Right. So I've never been a big fan of milk. So that was one thing that was out, but I come to the splash thing and I'm like, you know what? How can I be representing Splash and saying, you know, do this and do that, live healthy, blah, 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 and I'm still might eat a steak or something like that. Right. So I'm like, nah, I got to go all the way. So I would say my main starting point was like 2019-ish. Okay. Like I was really going heavy, but the greatest point of my journey right now is right now.
Right. I met you 2020
like,
a year later.
Like 20, yep. Yeah. And I was like 2020, I was pretty good, but right now I'm really, really good. Cause I might have like 2020, I might have some fries, you know, eating fries. I don't mess with McDonald's. I've been stopped messing with McDonald's,
my sister called it McDoodles.
McDoodles, boy, that stuff sit in your system for so long, along with other things.
You ain't lying.
But yeah, that was like my main thing. Like the thing that made me say, come on, man, you gotta really, if you out here representing a product that's built towards healthiness, and you know, putting out all these videos and doing all these skits and everything, you got to come with it, bro.
You gotta live it.
Yeah, you got to live it. You got to live your journey. So that was my main thing.
You got to practice what you
That's
preach.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
you
That's
gotta practice what you
You got to
preach.
practice what you preach.
Yes. Yes.
I've been like when I first came out of nursing school, and I was 204 pounds,
Yep.
and I kept that weight on me for 2 years, and then after that, that's when my journey started.
Okay.
And I started like watching what I eat, started, joining the gym, but it was a roller coaster. It's the yo-yo diets, you up and down, you up and down, you up and down, you up and down. And I finally got it. I finally had got it. And I learned, the do's for what works for my body. And I think I know some things that can help other people too, because I helped my granddaughter out. So I learned to how sometimes people would be like, they dieting all week. And I was guilty of it too. And then on the weekends, I'm a cheat. You can't have no cheat day. I had to learn that. It's no such thing of it.
Right.
Either you're going to live this journey or you're not.
Yeah, that's
It-
true.
Are you not? So it was no such thing of a cheat day. It was like, I had to learn, you're going to live it or you're not. And now I'm living it. Like, I'm living this journey. I don't see at 52 me black side and back.
Right.
I don't feel like I have to sit up and eat junk food. Like, I'm not a junk food eater anyways.
That's
but
good.
I don't feel like I need to have the urge of, I have to sit and eat this junk food, these sweet stuff, candy and stuff like that. Me personally, I mean, to each his own. You, like you said, you eat what you eat. But sometimes I get irritated when I be seeing grown people eating Cheetos. I don't know why. It irritates the hell out of me, man. Like, I literally get mad
She said,
With the Cheetos.
with the Cheetos. I just feel like they look kid. I don't know. I don't know why. It do something to me. Like, I literally get irritated and be like, this grown person really eating these Cheetos and their fingers be getting all orange. Like, what grown person do that?
I ain't laughing at
like,
you.
it's irritating. It's
I'm laughing at
so
shit you be saying.
irritating to me. Like, there's something. And then you can look at the color and just think it's staining your fingers. Just think what it's doing to your insides. Like,
All that color food.
yeah, like that. I don't know, but I'm not a junk food eater. I learned to be on this journey, and I'm true to myself, and I'm true to my body. At 52, I'm so true to my body. Me being a nurse, I know the age process. I know how the body's starting to decline because
right.
I am a geriatric nurse. I know I work with the elderly people. I see it. I see that, you look in the diagnosis and this and that. They got high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, this and that. All that come from food.
that's right.
It's all only come from what you put in your body. And I feel like at some age we can stop it. And we can slow the process down.
Yeah.
If you have like diabetes, you can change that diabetes. If you have high blood pressure, you can change it. You can leave that diagnosis on your chart.
Yep. That's true.
But you can change that. You can eat. You can eat. They said, let thy food be a medicine, medicine be thy food.
right.
Eat to live. Like, we have to learn to eat to live. I had this thing that when I was on my journey of losing. It's the out of sight, out of mind. Keep the stuff out of your sight. Don't buy it. Don't
That's
bring it in
right.
your home.
That's right.
If you got the stuff in your home, you gonna eat it. Oh, I'm gonna eat one cookie because I bought a whole bunch of Oreo cookies. I'm just gonna eat one. I'm gonna eat a few here, and then you're gonna sit up and you're gonna eat it. Don't buy it. Do not buy it. It's like out of sight, out of mind. If you see it, you gonna want it.
Yeah.
And if you don't see it, you don't even crave it because it's not in your sight.
That's right.
It's a mind thing. It's
Yes,
actually a
all in the
mind
mind.
thing.
That's
Yes,
right.
it's a
Absolutely.
mind thing. So that journey, I had to learn it. And once I got it, I got it. I'm not no fitness person. I'm not no nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I don't have the flattest stomach, and I don't have that, but I feel good. I feel real good.
Right.
Like I feel real good.
I can see it. I can see
And
it.
I just
Inside out.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's it. It's and that's what it is. Everything starts from within, and then
right.
and then it comes out. So I just think everybody if you want to be on this journey, like I said, I am a health coach. I really can help you. Like I said, I can lose some weight when I want to lose some weight. Trust me, I can get down. The size I am now, I love it. I don't want to get no smaller. I don't want to be a skinny person. I feel good.
That's a lot of people's
Yeah.
issue with
Yeah.
being thin.
They wanna be
I
skinny.
wanna-
They wanna
I
be
wanna talk
thin.
about that.
Yes,
Right,
I want to
right.
look how I look now because I wanted to feel good, and you know, we all want to look a certain way in our clothes because you know, I love clothes. I love dressing up, so I love to look a certain way in clothes. You know, I don't want to look skinny and put on my sexy dresses and whatever, and it's just hanging down on me. That I love to have my little hips and my little nice thighs and my, you know, I'm a heel person. I love my
Right.
thick legs with my heels on. You know, so. I know how to, we as humans, we can change the anatomy and the physiology of our body. And that's the beauty of it. We can change the structure of our
Naturally,
body.
naturally,
Yeah,
right?
naturally. We can
Right.
do that.
Right.
Yeah.
We can do it. It's all about discipline and motivation of what you want and what you set in your mind to do. So I'm actually feeling good. So
That's good.
anybody
That's
need
good.
help and want me to, you know, and it all start like mentally. Like you have to mentally be ready to be on this journey.
Yeah.
You
Right.
can't just dive in. You got to
Right.
get
And
your
can't
mental
nobody
right.
force you.
You
That's
get
right.
your mental right.
You gotta wanna do it.
I tell people they be so, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym. The gym is good. Now, don't get me wrong. The gym is awesome. Cause I had to learn that too. You got to get your mind right and what you put in your body first. Get that under control. Once you get that under control, it's on and
Once you
popping. And
start
if
with
you
that
can start
gut,
the gym,
you gonna be-
after that. You good. You
Yeah.
good. But you gonna frustrate yourself trying to figure out how many times you're gonna go to the gym, what you're gonna do at the gym, and trying to figure out all week what I'm gonna eat, what I'm not to eat. And that is like so much of discouraging. You
Right.
gonna get discouraged trying to do all of that.
Yeah.
So you stop. You
It's a
give up.
process.
Yeah. Focus on your food intake, what you putting inside your body. Don't worry about the outside look first.
Right.
Worry about what
Absolutely.
you putting in your
That's
body
right.
first. Get your mind lined up, aligned with it. Start with prayer. Ask God. We pray for God for money, cars, you know, everything. We pray to Him and ask Him to give us all these material things. But we actually I know I was guilty of it. I don't pray, say, hey, Lord, I want to lose weight. Can you help me lose some weight? I want to get healthy. Can you help me? You know, when you haven't had a diagnosis or anything. And once you get a diagnosis, then you will ask them to help you get better. But we don't do that before. So I learned to ask them, whatever in my body, remove it, Lord. Remove it. Help me. So that's another thing. You have to learn things
deep.
like that. Like ask God, you know, to help you, to help heal you, and get your mind ready for it, and be ready for it. Because when God give you something, He gonna give it. Be ready for what you asked Him for. So that's something I had to learn.
Prevention. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of sickness. So that's what this journey is all about, is preventing sickness, illness, and disease.
Right, right.
Now, what motivated me is I was 14, and I was studying the Bible a lot. And I had an older brother, and he was a Hebrew Israelite. And you know, a lot of Hebrew Israelites, they dealt with the dietary laws. No, don't eat pork. Like you said, food is your medicine. Every herb-bearing seed shall be your meat, which is fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And he had, it was me and my twin sister, he had came home and he had some pork in a jar. And this pork had set for 7 days. And he bought it to us. He scared the crap out of us. He was like, this is a piece of pork chop. This is what y'all eating, and this is what it's going to turn into inside of y'all's body.
What did it look like?
It was worms, maggots. And
Damn.
then he showed us the book of Leviticus, and it talked about the pig, and how the pig was one of the animals that was forbidden to eat. So along with him showing us that, and then the dietary laws in the scripture, some people don't, really, read the Bible. They don't believe in the Bible. The Bible has been revised 1,000 times, but it is things in the Bible that I have governed my life around, because it has parables, facts, fictions, fairy tales, metaphors, psalms.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So
Yeah.
the Bible consists of many variables of whatever is in those books. And there's been a lot of books taken out of the Bible, so that's what's really started my journey, was my brother. He transitioned when he was 28. He was in a real bad car accident. And
Sorry to hear
that's
that.
what really motivated me
Right.
to transition my liberty. And I've been on that journey ever since.
It's good he was giving you knowledge before he did transition. You know what I'm saying?
He enlightened the whole family. My whole family was Israelites, and we started studying Rasta. I studied the Nation of Islam, 7-Day Adventists. I studied a lot of different religions, cultures, right. But really what got me was the diet. I was like, I didn't know we wasn't supposed to be eating this, so I noticed that.
As a lot of us went through that when we were young,
yes,
we didn't know. Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of us still don't know. If you let's just do a percentage. It's 80%. I'm gonna say it's 80% of people on this planet that has no clue about the human anatomy. They have no clue about feeding their body, but people are waking up. People are really waking up.
Just now starting to wake up.
Yes.
Include me.
Yes. So, just think, all my children, they were vegetarians. I got some that's still vegetarians and some that's not. So, and the ones that's not, sometimes they be having like little ailments and calling me. I'm like, you know what to do. Go get you some herbs. Quit eating what the hell you're eating. Go exercise, meditate, and tap into your God self, your inner God. Tap into that. You know what to do. But still, we all still have to be reminded and motivated and uplifted and encouraged.
Right.
So we know that this human body consists of, it's a really, really strong vessel. This vessel is so powerful, it can endure anything. And we abuse it. When I say we abuse it to the fifth power. When I say abuse, we abuse on top of being abused by the food, the water, the air. You know what I'm saying? And then we add add more insult to injury because of how we eat and the lack of knowledge that we have when it comes to, taking care of this body. It's a brother named Professor Spira. He's the creator of a book and taking care of a system called the mucusless diet. It's called the healing. It's called the mucusless diet healing system, and his name is Professor Spira, and you can find him on YouTube. And then you have a sister named Adama. She's on YouTube too. She has a health and wellness center in Atlanta, Georgia, and you have a lot of sisters and brothers around the city that does Reiki, that does, that deals with, that's herbologists, that's doulas. And it's pretty strong here in this city, and it's getting stronger. And this is what we need to feed the upcoming generations, because a lot of the parents, they have no clue about what to feed these children. And just think if they close all the restaurants down and have these young women, they don't know how to cook or prepare anything healthy. And it's a lot of children that don't even eat fruit. They eating hot Takis and ramen noodles and pizza and candy and soda, and it's crazy. So it's our job sitting right here on this panel. That's why we are here. Like-minded people, we meet each other's energy for a reason and a purpose.
Absolutely.
And the reason is to wake our people up, or to stimulate their minds, and to come together collectively and put that out in the ethers, put it out in the cosmos, give it all we can so that it can be received. Because we got to do better. We have to really, really do better when it comes to taking care of these vessels that we're in. If we want to live long and live healthy and be able to enjoy the fruit of our labors,
And like you just said, like we have to teach, this new generation. I had shared my granddaughter journey of her, her weight loss. She's 16 years old now, but a lot of these parents watching their kids become obese and they're not doing anything about it. And again, like we say on our platform, it's our opinion. What you do is what you do. We're allowed to speak on what we want to speak on. And I personally, just per my own opinion, feel like these parents need to watch what they putting in their kids' mouth. It's not baby fats. My granddaughter was 7. She had started getting chunky. Then she got 9. She was getting chunkier. It's like every 2 years. Then she got 11. She got chunkier. Then, Lord forbid, I think it was COVID hit. So, sitting around or whatever. By the time she was 14, she was 230 pounds. Why?
14.
14. 230
Wow.
pounds. Why is a 14-year-old 230 pounds? Because the parents is just, they're not being, like they're not loving them. They just feeding them.
Right.
And they feed them what the norm. Feeding, like you said, the hot Takis, the Cheetos, the ramen noodles, they feeding all these starchy foods and stuff. And now the kids just sitting in front of the TV. I feel like now the food is worse from when we were coming up.
Oh, yeah. Woo. 10
And-
times worse.
To watch
Lord
your
have mercy.
children gaining all this weight and you think it's baby fat and it's going to fall off. No, it's not, because they're eating starches. It's going to they're going to eat pound after pound after pound. It's going to add it on. So I couldn't watch it. Me being the type of person I am, everybody know I eat clean. I eat clean even before I got with him. That's something I always did. I ate clean. When I gained that 204 pounds, after that, 2 years later, I started eating clean. And I've been like that for years. Water is my best friend.
Yep.
Water is my best friend. I don't sit around the house, drink juice, orange juice, pop. I don't eat none of that. If me and him go out, anybody know, I'm going to get an unsweetened tea and some water. That's all going in my body. If I'm going to get some wine or something, I'm not perfect, but on a daily basis, I don't crack over no pop. I don't drink juice. I don't, it's going to be nothing with sugar in it. That is just how, so me being the person I am, I had to tell myself, how do I look at my granddaughter and not help her?
Yes.
And not
A
help her.
lot of people. I forgot the words the thing you did, the interjection thing. What was that? I forgot what it was. You remember what it was?
See, that's what it is. A point of interest.
Point of interest. That's a lot of parents' problems. Like, they don't do that. Like, how can you just sit back and the kid might have a fit. You be like, let's just, all right, we go to McDonald's. Let's go to McDonald's. Like, you give up. Like, you got to be stern. A lot of us are stern, and I think that what that stems from? That 2-for-1 kids thing. Like, they got real stern and no whooping the kids and all this, and so we fell back. Like, we don't want to get in trouble. So let me not. Our kids catch a temper tantrum, we're going to let them go ahead and do what they do. So a lot of stuff, we kind of like fell back on punishing our children. I remember we used to get them SWATs in school.
Now, that's punish. It's a difference between discipline and punish. Point of interest. It's a difference between discipline and punishment, but go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, we used to get all that, but I just wanted to say that because, like, what you said about your granddaughter, he's like, how can I look at my granddaughter and be doing what I'm doing, being unhealthy, but I'm looking at her, letting her eat anything. So, go ahead, take the floor back.
Okay. So with her, I couldn't watch her be that 230 pounds at 14 years old. I couldn't do it. So I had to pull her in and let her come and live with me. Because I had to monitor her, what she was eating, because I'm the parent now. You living with me. Right. I'm not. Not that I was depriving her of anything. I don't buy that stuff. I don't buy chips. I don't buy cookies. And I'm not about to start it because a child in the home. That's not, when you don't want to deprive kids of things. You don't, because they're children. We ate it. I ate it when I was younger. But when there's a problem, you have to, and I made it fun for her.
That's good.
I
That's
made
how you
it.
do it.
I made it fun for her to eat. I was having her prepare her meals. We preparing meals. I had her preparing her own little meals, little things she may want to put in there. Figure out things that she like, the taste. Just because it tastes good to me, don't mean it's gonna taste good to her.
Right.
So we was figuring out little things she liked, different spices and different little things. I made little things fun for her. Tell her like, you lose 10 pounds, I'm gonna go buy you them Jordans. You know, kids want to look good, you know, to keep her motivated, things to keep her motivated on. You know, so we had fun doing that. We had fun doing that, but I just couldn't be that grandparent. I'm not even the parent, the grandparent. You know, I couldn't
watch her suffer
and to
like
watch
that.
her go through that. You know, so I just, parents, all I say is not to say you're a bad parent or a horrible parent or anything. If your child is starting to be obese, please do something about it. Please. Because the food
Absolutely.
is not the same. Don't feel like because you love them so much, you depriving them. It's going to hurt your feelings. You hurting them in the long run. They going to become depressed. Kids going to make fun of them. Grab your kids and feed them good nutrients when they're, and if you got a whole family, everybody got to do it as one.
That's right.
Yes.
Everybody got to be a team. Everybody got to be a
right.
team and say, hey, this one is overweight. This one is obese. And every year they getting bigger. So now the household is a team. Everybody come together and make it fun and do that. Get that off
right.
your babies.
That
Get
is
it off
so
your
true.
babies. Please
very
don't watch
important.
your babies go through that. Because it was hurting me. When I would look at my granddaughter, it hurted my feelings. It wasn't about no embarrassment
Right.
that she's this
Yeah,
big.
you
It's
felt
hurting me.
That pain in her.
Yeah, it was really crushing my heart. Like watching her, sometimes it didn't even older people be like, oh, I'm comfortable in my skin. No, you ain't. Because when I was 204 pounds, I hated it. I hated that 204 pounds. I had low self-esteem. And it ain't about, everything got to be the outer, appearance, but I hated it. I didn't, for one, I had to sleep with like 4 pillows, sitting high because my breathing was funny. It was a lot that took on with that weight. That came on. So, especially if it's not bothering you and you healthy, okay. But if you having issues, do something about it.
I sure like to get her in here on this podcast.
Do something about it. Like really do something about it.
Yeah.
So that's my thing about with the children. It's like the children are our future.
Yes.
We gotta hold them close to us. We gotta watch them. We gotta monitor because this world is different from our world.
Yes.
I mean the
Point of
world.
interest. Go ahead, get finished.
No, go ahead.
Constipation is the leading causes of diseases in the world.
Constipation?
Yes. Because if you're not releasing, you got to realize that the intestines are 6 feet long. So you have inundated fecal matter from childhood in those intestines. And when it's not moving, it turns into parasites and worms and larvae and mucoid plaque. So even though you're having, most people say, well, I have a bowel movement every day. You have a bowel movement once a day, but you got years of shit logged in you.
Years.
That causes high blood pressure and cancer and diabetes. And if we do the research on these names like diabetes and cancer, and these names come from people. They create these names to create a so-called drug for the so-called name.
Right.
But if you break it all the way down, it's nothing but mucus, pus, and fecal matter. And then all that becomes parasites and worms and larvae, and these are little creatures
that exist inside of your body.
It's like a Jurassic Park inside your body. And these creatures, they want food, they want starch, they want red meat, they want dairy products, they want sugar, they want salt, they want coffee.
Are any of these creatures good? Like, are they good for your body?
You do have some, like you have good mucus and bad mucus.
Okay.
So you do have some, but this is my thing. This is what I like to do. I want people to research.
Yeah.
I don't want you to just go by what I'm saying.
Right.
But most of the time, I'm speaking truth, and I'm speaking from my true experience.
Right.
And it's not an opinion. It's not no advice. I'm only speaking on what I know and what I've done, the research I've done, the things that I live by.
Yes.
The things that I've went through. So I like to give information to people that doesn't know, that want to know, that wants to start this journey, I'm all in support. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to speak with no hard-headed people this, you know, like undermining or insulting my intelligence and saying some dumb shit, excuse my French.
Yeah.
I'm not on that.
Yeah.
I'm just not on that. You know, either you want to learn and you want to live, or you want to die and you want to burn and you want to die. You know, right now we're living in a state of death. We want to reverse that and we want to live.
Yeah.
You know, people say, well, you're born to die. And that's kind of really some real shit for real.
Yeah.
Because we're born in this dimension. We're really born to live. But by us being under this spell and being under this program, we are dying. We're not living because we're dying from lack of knowledge. So we're reversing the spell. We're reversing the curse. We're reversing the programming. So our job and our duty is to live. We're really just surviving.
Yeah.
You know, not to mention, we're living under this corporation, under this, you know, under this assimilation of life that is so hard. It's so down pressing. You're working 9 to 5 to
It's
stay
very,
alive.
very depressing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to pay bills. The word bill has the word ill in it. B-I-L-L.
Yes.
Be ill, because you sick and tired of paying bills, ain't you?
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
we want to, just like you're freeing yourself from the bad habits of eating, we can free ourselves financially too. And I want to come on the show and talk about that too. Talk about our nationality and learning about the Bill of Exchange Act and consumer law, and learning how to kind of sort of like find our way through this financial slavery that we're in. I mean, I know
It
people
really
that
does.
is actually
That's what you need to call it.
actually using these documents and know about this stuff where they don't pay taxes. They know how to discharge their car note. They know how to discharge their mortgage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, people are living like this.
Right.
But we're under this guise of we have to pay taxes. We got to work a 9 to 5. We're really supposed to be entrepreneurs, because your talent, your God-given talent, is your money.
Yes.
You are the money. You are the source.
Yep.
You know, just like you're eating. You're not really eating to live. All you're doing is feeding your body the correct foods to be able to sustain on this earth as long as you can. Now, according to the Bible, the mother stankies live to be 6, 7, 8, 900 years old.
Right. Yeah.
I believe that. I ain't saying I know it because I wasn't there, but deep down in the depths of my heart, I believe that they did live to be that long.
I can believe it.
But like your wife was saying earlier, we're in a whole nother different world, a whole nother different realm.
Yeah.
You know, so our job, us three sitting right here, is to get the word out, get the message out, you know, get it to the upcoming generations, even get it to the elders. You know, the elders they still got a chance to reverse that stuff.
Absolutely, yes.
So I'm all for the
Give me a second.
you know, I don't call it, this is not nothing new. I mean, to some people it is new because they have no clue. But I'm all for being able to lead by example.
Hey, bro.
Yes. My bad.
I was calling into the program.
Oh, give me a second. We got what?
Oh, you want to call in?
We got a caller.
What's your name, caller? Can you hear me, caller?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your name, caller?
Brother Air.
You
Brother Air.
Brother
hey,
Air.
Air. That's my brother.
Okay.
Tell us some
I'm
stuff.
I'm calling Sister Tamar, and I'm saying this is what I'm saying. I'm so tired of seeing them big fat black women. Everywhere I go, I see big fat black women, and it's almost like a pandemic.
Oh,
And
yeah.
black women especially don't understand that their bodies are so sensitive to this garbage and all this processed food. And I mean, and the reason why I'm talking about black women, because I look at black women. I mean, there's big fat white women, you know, but I'm saying black women it is way over the top, where that's all you see now is overweight black women.
Wow. And do you brother, if you don't mind, do you think these women that are gravitating towards the putting on a thickness, do you think it's sort of like something that they think is like a sexy thing, or what do you think?
Well, it's I mean, man, when you see some of these sisters that's 300-400 pounds wearing some of the things that they put on, yeah, I mean, you can answer that for yourself. I guess somebody done told them it's sexy.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
I get you. I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying.
I'm just saying, man, is that black women's bodies are very sensitive to process to this deaf culture type of food that and diet that we have in this country.
Right.
I mean, and I'm not talking about black women. I'm talking about young girls. I was listening to the sister talk about her granddaughter. We talking about, young people that's 12 and 13 and 14, man, overweight. And it all has to do with what they're putting in their bodies.
Wow.
Based on their parents don't know anything.
Right.
That's true.
That's true. That's what
I was talking
That's
about.
what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Brother Eris, I got a question. Brother Eris, I got a question. So you had said that it's the black women that's overweight. I
just use that as almost as a joke to
okay. Because I'm like, wait a minute, because me,
What he did,
okay. So I'm glad that you was just joking about it, because I'm like, wait a minute, like don't just attack the sisters, because you have all race that's that you can see that's unhealthy, but then again, you said that's what you look at. You look at black women, so you want the black women to look more attracted to you. But that's all. I just want to say, like, wait a minute, are you attacking the black sisters? Don't do us like that now.
Attractive to themselves too.
He wants us to look more healthy.
Healthy.
I'm saying now, we can talk about the brothers too, but my whole thing is about the culture.
Yeah.
We have to relearn ourselves inside of this deaf culture.
Man.
Now, a lot of people won't take that, that up as far as relearning themselves. They still try to keep up. My band has a song called "Soul Food Killed More Black People Than the Ku Klux Klan."
Damn. I can believe that too.
So we still try to hold on to those things that we try to call cultural. There's nothing cultural about soul food. As far as our continuing.
Right.
So you see what I'm saying in terms of relearning ourselves. You got to make some people unhappy. I know when I talk about the sisters, I know the sisters are upset. I'm talking about the brothers too, but I just use that because me and Tamar always talk, and what I'm seeing is real disturbing.
Can I?
I mean, it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing, and we have accepted this deaf culture to the point where we've gotten to this stage, and just said, well, if you can't beat them, join them.
Right. Could you tell us a little bit about, and real brief about the mucusless diet healing system, and about yourself and Professor Spira, and what y'all have going on to direct the community, the city, and how y'all are affecting people globally with this movement and with this way of life? Real quick.
Well, let's start with Victor Buttram.
Okay.
Who used to play the saxophone on the streets of Cincinnati. He's the one who brought the Arnold Eric's mucusless diet to the city. So I got turned on in 1982. I started practicing the mucusless diet. And I've been a practitioner for over 43 years, something like that, 44 years. I met Spirit when he was 18 and 300 pounds.
Wow.
As a young UC trombone major, jazz trombone major, and I turned him on to the mucusless diet. He caught fire, and because he was a part of this digital world, it just took on a whole nother step. The kind of things that me and Vic and Sister Takora, we probably wouldn't have got that involved in the digital world because it wasn't our era.
Yeah.
But it was Spirit's era, and he kind of put me on his back and took me over the goal line with him. That's the way I like to explain it.
Okay, doesn't he have 10 million viewers or something like that? And
Yeah,
he got something with YouTube.
We do these podcasts called the State of the Mucus Address.
I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna give y'all the information when.
Yeah,
when
okay.
when we
And we do them, and they get a lot of views and things. So, the mucusless diet now. I mean, we sell like 4,000 books on Amazon a month. I mean, the funny thing, it was funny, I was just telling somebody, everybody know us all over the world, except Cincinnati.
What's inside? Vitamin D as cholecalciferol, beetroot powder, vitamin B12 as methylcobalamin, senna leaf powder, psyllium seed, husk powder, turmeric root extract, European elder fruit powder, organic ashwagandha root powder, organic Irish moss whole plant powder, fennel seed powder, maca root powder, papaya fruit powder, rose hips fruit powder, lactobacillus acidophilus complex, to say the least.
Shoot, you get a bang for your buck out of this. Shoot, I don't know what y'all waiting on, but y'all better hurry up and get some. While y'all playing around, you better get that trim down.
Wow.
Where we're from.
I could believe that. That's crazy.
And do one more thing before you get off. Can you tell them about the Arnold Eric Day, the celebration that y'all do every year? And then they can go on the page and they can, if they want to be a part of it and check it out, they can. Can you give us a little bit of information?
Eric Day. Yeah, we do an Eric Day called Eric Day once a year since 2018.
Is that Eric as like a name Eric?
Yeah, it's Arnold Eric. He was a white man and he started the mucusless diet.
Healing System.
Okay.
That's the name of the book. And basically, we annotated the book. The book is over 100 years old.
Damn.
So what we did was we annotated it and updated it with newer methods that we've been doing over the last 40, 50 years. We introduced the world to the lemon enema.
Yes.
What is the lemon enema? What's that?
Yeah, the lemon enema.
Oh, the lemon enema. Okay. Yes, Tamar had told us about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's your name again? Brother Air?
Brother Air.
Yeah.
Brother Airs. So I just want to go back into when you were saying like the soul food. When you go back to the soul food, so I would say like that is like learned behavior. That is like a learned behavior because when we're younger, our parents would feed us, and that's all they knew. They knew to feed us out of love. They didn't have the money. They didn't have the things to give us. So their way of showing love was by cooking. So we ate the soul food. We were able to get so I think all that is learned behavior because my mom fed us through love. Like we ate full course meals. She would make a meal out of anything, and it was a lot of starches.
She grew her things in the back, right?
Yes,
and I grew up just like you, sister.
But I had to learn
exactly like you,
and I had to learn myself. So over the years, I've been learning like this is not the stuff I should have been eating. This is why I, at one point myself, had became 204 pounds because I was eating all the macaroni, cheese, the starches, and the breads, and I had started eating all that. So I sit today at 150 pounds.
Okay.
And but this is over the years where me learning and what you're talking about, the mucus and, the mucus forming foods and things like that. I had to do my own research and learn on my own. But I think a lot of people is just, they don't know. And they just learn behavior. So it's going to be hard to some people to break that cycle because food was in the black culture, that a community, especially low housing community, they fed us food for love. If you came home for playing with your kids and your mom had a good hot food, you felt love. You felt good. You felt happy. You didn't even know you was poor or whatever because you had some good food to eat. So a lot of that is learned behavior and it's following up to where the gaining weight and you seeing the heavy set women and and all that.
Children.
And the children. But it's gonna take somebody in with each family. To pull them, to guide them. So that's my own part.
In our community, the activists in our community, if they would start with physiology, with what controlling what people, because we're talking about black folks now. Mm-hmm. In our community, if we start with physiology, like reading, eating, reading, writing, and arithmetic. See? Yeah. Not reading, writing, and arithmetic. Eating, reading, writing. You dig? Yeah. So what I'm saying is that we have to relearn ourselves, sister. This is the problem with the culture. Now, my mom didn't know anything about what I'm talking about. Your mom, we probably came up the same way. Yeah. What I'm saying is love kills. Mm. See, love kills. Mm. So what I'm not trying to indict us. What I'm trying to do is say, this is a death culture we live in. Yeah. This culture is all about decline. Yes. What we have to do is create a life culture. Yes, this is where the courage of the man, of the black man, of the black women. We have to stand up on the courage and start with physiology. That's the first thing we start teaching our youth. Is controlling what they put in their mouths. Yes. Right there. Just that fact. Yeah. The culture changes overnight. There ain't gonna be no brothers and sisters hanging out on the corner shooting up each other if they eating fruits and green leafy plants. That's a fact. Yeah. This is how this thing has to turn. We have the solution. But the problem is that we don't have the courage to enforce the solution and be hardcore on brothers and sisters who are not buying in on it.
Brother Air. So like me, as being I'm 2 weeks shy of being 52 years old. I can listen to you and you're very knowledgeable. I can learn from you. I can see that my ears is just what you're saying is ringing because I know if I sat down and I talk to you, I can learn a lot from you because you sound so knowledgeable and you know your stuff. I can tell because I've been doing research and hearing little things and whatever, but I'm not where you at. I'm on my beginning walk and I can learn from you, but I think to get how you express yourself and you're not hollering, you're not, that's just how you get your point across and how you and I can take that in and sit back and you can feed me for hours and I can sit and you can shout and you can do that and I can take everything in that you're saying. But I think in this younger culture, whatever, we can't come at them the way how this is my own person to capture them. to capture their ears because they feeling like they being yelled at because we, you know, our culture is always feel like we did something wrong. This only my personal thought on it. Like I feel like when I had to get my granddaughter in, I couldn't bring her like, this is why you should eat this because of this and this and this and this. She would have looked at me like, I'm coming down, she's doing something wrong or whatever. But I had to, so I think as far as if we're going to get the younger people attention, we got to come to a different approach with them. That's my only thing. Like you can shout and yell, and I'm gonna sit there and listen to you, brother, for hours and hours.
Okay. This is the way we deal with this. This is the way we deal with this. Is that you said what you just said, and I'm saying this is that we deal with who we can control. And we can control our household, and we got to get ourselves together before we can teach anybody.
Yeah, that's one thing you did say.
Yeah, I said that. You have to. How can you teach somebody something like I said with my granddaughter? That's what I said. With my granddaughter, here I am on this healthy journey, but I'm sitting here watching her.
Stay there. Why you got to go down the street and try to save the world? What I'm saying is control what you can control. And every parent has these same duties to relearn themselves and get themselves together. I'm not asking you to go and just the people that you don't know and try to get their teenagers on this. What I'm saying is that the culture has to change, and we have to talk to adults.
Yeah.
Like what I'm talking about in terms of, look, this is what we have to do. This is the plan. You gotta, it's gotta put demands on you, sister. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. This stuff has to put demands on you to change for the better. It ain't gonna be an easy change. Everybody they're not gonna be happy. Everybody want their Burger King and their Happy Meals, and but you taking all that, then they Captain Crunch and all that.
I ain't laughing at
you. What I'm saying, it ain't gonna be no happy transition. So I mean, some people are gonna get upset, but what I'm saying is that what you're doing with this podcast is what you need to be doing right now. This is everything.
Yes. Thank you, brother.
We're Brother Air. In the future, can we invite you on?
Yeah.
I'll come anytime. Anytime you call, I'll come. Tamar knows how to get in touch with me. MucusFreeLife.com.
Definitely. We want to thank you.
Tamar has my number and everything, so don't hesitate to call. I'll come, man, and we can talk about everything and more than just the diet, because all of the physiology and the diet is hooked up to everything else.
It's a chain link. It's a chain link. Yes, sir. Yeah, we want to thank you, man. We want to thank you, Brother Air, man,
for calling in.
I'm enjoying the show. I'm glad I got a chance. Tamar told me that this was happening, and I just came in, and I just happened to click on, and I was like, oh wow, this is what she was talking about.
Right.
And Tamar, you made it easy for me to plug in, man. I didn't have to go through all the
crazy.
I enjoyed y'all. Y'all look good. Y'all sounding good. Everything is working on the podcast.
Thank you. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
All right, Aaron, I'll speak with you.
Thank you. Peace,
right,
brothers
peace.
and sisters.
Yes,
Peace.
Okay, we have a Karen Woodford said, I would love to call in. Karen, if you want to call in, go ahead and call in. We would love to chat with you too.
That's my twin sister.
Yes. That's your twin sister?
That's Tikoa. That's what he was talking about, because she's part of the mucus-free diet too. And she's part of the sister Adama that has the a Mother's Earth Blessing down in Georgia.
Okay.
And see, they advocate the enemas, and cleaning the blood. Like she was saying, you have to clean the bloodstream. Tikoa, call in. You see the number?
Yeah, Tikoa, if you call in, call. Oh. Oh, call it. Oh, no, don't call it number.
Call the
Do
number
not
that
call
you
the
see
number.
on the shirt.
Right
on
there.
the-
Call that number right there, and we would love to talk to you. I got the phone ready for you.
Come
I'm
on,
ready for your
come
call.
on, TT, call on
Call
in.
her. But till she called or whatever. The number is right on the screen.
If you look
She
at,
call her, it's
you
on
go
the
to number
screen.
right.
She
Boom.
said send it. You okay?
You have
Yeah,
to
the
send it to
number
her. You
is
can send
right
it to her.
there.
Let me send it to her.
But I want to go back on, when you were saying like everything starts with constipation. That's why we sell our detox cleanse because that is part of why we
Yes,
promote and
yes.
push detoxing and detoxing your system, cleanse your system out. Get all that gook and everything attached to your colon and everything put in your intestines. Push that out of your system, and then you can start your healthy journey. If
Yeah.
you just got a lot of buildup of the plaque, the toxins, and everything in your system, you're not going to be able to. Whatever all the good stuff you putting in is just sitting on top of all the bad stuff that haven't came up out of you.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, "Oh, I don't want to take that. I don't want to go." Well, you gonna stay how you are at then, because you're not releasing and pushing that up out your body. You have to detox. We are in the business to make some money, yes, because the world revolves around money.
And it's well worth it, though. But it's
And
well worth it.
If we
Trust
can
me.
give it out for free to everybody, we would.
Yeah.
But we pay to get these things. We pay manufacturers, to go put our natural product in the containers, so and everything. So we are in the business to make money, but we in the business to helping too. Like, I tell people I would, also I had posts recently that I would do a 30-day free health coach, but you have to purchase a detox cleanse for us. And when I say health coaching, I'm like health coaching. I'm coaching you. It's like you on a team, on a football team, and you got to show up and practice. And that coach is telling you, you need to do this to do right and do this and that. For 30 days, I will help you mentally. We can call each other. We can talk. We can set a day or two up or whatever, and we can, personally sit and talk, because it's all with your mind. We can pray together. We can get it right, because you got to mentally be ready if you want to start this healthy journey. And that's what I mean when I say I'm a health coach. I am a health coach. I will talk to you every day. I will ask you, what are you eating today? I will motivate you, because we all need motivation.
Yeah.
We all need somebody on a team. We need to be a team, because a lot of things you can't do it alone. We can't do nothing without God. So when you walk in this earthly walk, you have to have somebody with you to guide you. And we can pray together with God, and we can get started. So if anybody, I'm offering 1 month free of somebody that I can, walk them. But you have to purchase our detox, but I will help you lose weight. I will help you start your journey.
You really getting the bang for your buck with
And
that.
I'm doing this starting July the 1st. So anybody who want that, and if anybody, you're only doing one person, but anybody else need a health coach person. And like I said, it's not just you paying me and that's it. No, for 30 days, I'm with you. I'm helping you prepare your meals. I'm there mentally with you every day. You're going to hear from me. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to ask you things you're eating, and you tell me, and you can ask me like, is this good? No, I don't know it all, but I do know myself.
That's right.
I do know myself, and I do know how to naturally get weight off of a person. A lot of people I had do it, they can't do it because my regimen is not for, if you're new to it, it can be hard, but I will coach you and get you mentally ready. It's all about your mental, because you control what you eat. You are what you eat. You got control over what you put in your body. Nobody taking a knife or a gun and say, hey, put this in your body. You putting it in your body. But it is a mental thing. I had to learn it. I'm not just saying like I got it all together just all of a sudden. I know things what it's taking. And a lot of people do say what's for you is not for me, but our mental is for everybody.
Yeah.
We are mental. We everybody can get that mental together.
That's right. Tico, I sent you the number. Look in your text message. But I want to kind of veggie back off of what Tico was saying about cleaning the blood. You can clean the bloodstream with black walnut, dandelion. You can eat foods that's rich in iron, because really we're copper people. We can actually consume copper. I think somewhere our DNA switched along the way of some sort of transitional cosmic transition that took place, some sort of earthly transition that took place, and our body consists of gold and copper, and that iron somehow really became like a deficient. I got a little bit more knowledge to study on that iron thing, but copper is something that's naturally in our body.
Right.
Wearing copper is good. Cleansing the bloodstream cuts down a lot of the craving. It helps cut down a lot of psychological issues that goes on with us mentally, because we have a lot of mentally imbalanced people because of the constipation, which is the gut, the colon, and the bloodstream.
Yeah.
And taking enemas, because enemas started back in ancient days. It's some literature, and it's started back in the days of Kemet.
Right.
Where they irrigated their colons.
Okay.
And it's like a ritual. If you can clean the outside of your body, just like when you washing the outside of your car, and your car needs to be tuned up, the oil needs to be changed, the fluids need to be changed. The same thing with your body. Don't just shower and bathe the inside.
The insides too.
You know what I'm saying? Because we have stubborn fecal matter that's been in us for years. That's why we're heavy set. That's why we're fat. That's why we're agitated. We're obese. We're mentally disturbed. We don't know how to get along as the opposite sex. We fight against each other. Oh, men, they do this. Oh, women, they do that. Women are better at this, and women, no, when we come together, we won.
And that's got a lot to do with your gut.
Yes, it got to do with your gut.
Yeah.
Your gut is your inner God. When somebody say, oh, I got a gut feeling I should have went left, and you didn't go left, and you ended up in a car wreck. Because you should have went left, because your inner God was telling you to go left, not to go right.
You got a gut feeling.
Yeah, so when you got that gut feeling, which is your inner God, if God is on the outside, it's obvious that God is in the inside.
Yeah.
If you want to say that God is in the sky and you praise Jesus and all that, that's fine. But find that same God and that Jesus within your bloodstream, within your colon, within your mind, within every fiber of your body, because that's the God-like spirit that's moving y'all to where y'all at now. Y'all making a crucial impact on Cincinnati right now. When this brother came out with the melanin splash, that was the best detox that I have ever taken in my life.
Wow.
And I was able to give that detox and take it, give it to family members, take it to Georgia, so what we need to do is revamp myself with that detox and the people that's around me. Because I done had 3 people to ask me about the detox, but I don't chase nobody.
Right.
Y'all done called me 3 times and I called y'all back. You still want the detox? You didn't answer. You didn't text back. I don't chase money. I don't chase. I don't chase dirt. I don't chase none of that. I attract it. If somebody wants something that I have and I can give it to them, I got you. But I'm not going to chase you for it.
And just like you said, I'm a point of interest. Like you said, like, you don't chase too. Like, I always tell people, I would let you try before you buy. I give them samples. I give people samples because, like me, when you go to a store, I like to try on stuff. You want to try on your shoes. You want to try. You want to try on these things before you know where you want to spend your money at. Mm-hmm. We can say, hey, he promote more of our liquid form a lot, and I promote more of our powder form.
That's the balance.
Yes. Yeah. So I always tell people, I let them try. I give them a sample. Mm-hmm. I give them a sample because you want to. Our powder form is $70. And I tell people all the time, sometimes people be like, wow, that's a lot. That ain't a lot of money because you spend, it's a lot of money if you don't want to get healthy.
Right.
But if you want to get healthy and start eating right and cleansing your body, that's $70 equivalent. If you use it 1 scoop a day, you get 30 scoops out of it. It's equivalent. You only spending $2.25 a day. That's not even a lot of money that that you're spending. But I tell people, I'll let you try before you buy, and I give them a sample, a $2.25 sample. And that's what I'm giving away free. And guess what? They try it and come back and they spend that $70.
And a bag of chips costs more than $2.70.
They spend that $70. Right. They always come back and they buy it. They buy it. Yes. They buy it. We sell it. I mean, we sell it like hotcakes. I mean, we have our up moments, we have our down moments. Yes. But this moment's because it's the summer months and everybody, wants to get healthy for the summer. Right. But it gotta be. But we got customers that wants it all year round. Yeah,
because
that
when
constantly
the winter
want
come in, when the winter come in, it when you're going through the seasons change for a reason, and we change with the seasons. You feel what I'm saying? Because we are nature. Everything that's in nature is in us. So as the seasons is changing, we supposed to be changing right along with the seasons. So if we know that the winter months is coming up, start cleansing the body, start taking your enema, start doing your melanin splash, start cleansing the bloodstream, start meditating, start exercising. And really, this is 365. This don't stop. Taking the melanin splash, that don't stop. Cleansing your blood, that don't stop. Taking enemas, that don't stop. It's forever. Because all that is a part of eating. It's a ritual. You're cleansing the body. You're feeding the body healthy things so that you have clarity, so that you can get up and go to work or work your business, take care of your children, be able to think proficiently, be able to navigate through this crazy world that we're living in.
Yes.
Yeah, I went in the store the other day, and this is no lie. It was in Kroger's. It was about they had 3 lanes open. It was like 30 people in each lane.
I believe you.
Everybody had meat in their cart. Everybody had starch, and everybody looked at so freaking depressed. Like everybody looked at so stressed out. Like we tired of this.
Because that meat has an effect.
Yes.
That food has a powerful effect.
And
on
everybody was looking like, when this shit gonna be over? I said, this just the beginning. Because all y'all looking at is y'all selves being in the FEMA camps in line, getting food when this hit the fan. Because it's like the brother said, this physiology, like you said, it's a link, it's a chain. It's connected to everything that's going on with us and in this world, on this land, in this now moment. It's all a connection.
Right.
So once you tap into cleaning the blood, you have clarity of what's going on around you. Do we need to have somebody to sit down right here and tell us what's going on? Tell us what's going on with this corporation, with the money, with the jobs, with the banks. All this stuff is coming to an end. Every great empire has to come to a close.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you point of interest, because in Revelation it say the system of things would come to an end.
Yes, I.
That's where a lot of people run from Revelations because it's right there.
Yeah,
and it did. It says the system of things would come to an end. So the system of everything that's going on, it's going to come to an end. And it, like I said, the foods and just other people, energy and everything, it will start affecting you. So you got to be careful of who you're around nowadays.
Absolutely.
Nowadays, you really have to be careful of who you're around. Because now
that's real.
It is. It's like their energy, another human being energy can transition to your energy.
That's right.
So now, the older I get, the more I used to want to have a lot of people around me because I'm a people person.
Me too.
I love people. I love people. But I had to learn I can't be around people who complaining and this and that all day long and got an issue. I gravitate towards good energy, positive people.
Yeah.
Like I gravitate toward that. I can be at work for 12 hours and I don't have to talk to nobody. You could call me crazy. You could call me whatever.
Right.
But if I feel like somebody energy ain't right, I don't want to talk to them.
Because it's going to rub off on you.
I don't want to talk to them. Because I'm having a good day. I'm having good energy. I can't let another human being energy affect my energy. You got to speak positive, good words to me to hold a whole conversation. Now, if you ask me a question or something like that at work, I'm going to answer. I'm not going to ignore nobody. I'm not that, that type of person. Right. But it's just going to be that. We're
Yes.
not gonna hold no good conversations, no nothing. I literally can be at work for 12 hours and meditating.
That's right.
Humming to myself. Because if you
And I
not
know she does.
That's right.
if you
does.
don't have no good energy, I don't want it. I don't
that's
want to be
right.
around it. I can't. So, because my mind is so clear of things.
Yes.
I pray for this. My mind is clear of things. And it is food. It's food. Good food take stress off you. It take anxiety
Absolutely.
off of you.
Which is your medicine. Like
Yes,
you said.
it really is. We don't have to take these anxiety pills and this and that. It's just changing the way you eat. And, all of us talking about, the food. It's not just for weight loss. It's for your mental.
That's right.
Yes.
It's for your
mental clarity, man.
more than anything. Because once that mental right, then you start eating right and you doing this and you focusing
Everything
on
else
more
falls
things.
in line.
Everything just open up.
Yeah.
Everything just open up when you just start eating right and cleansing your body and your system.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm such a happy person. My
I could
husband's
tell.
such a happy person.
That's
We
good.
like I was saying, like when I started, I said, okay, we're gonna be equally yoked. We can't live in the same household and not doing the same things.
Right.
A lot of people
That's what I love.
I'm gonna be my own person. You can still be your own person and who you are.
Right.
Me and him don't sit up and meditate at the same time.
Right. Have a
We don't
goal.
sit up and do
Yeah.
this at the same
Have
time.
a goal.
But it's some things, if you in the household together, it's some things you have to do together.
You should do together. You should
Yes,
feel good
and
about doing it together.
The fact that man, I'm so much of a team. We so much of a team.
Beautiful.
And the fact that we eat right. We put the same thing in our bodies. We doing the same thing. We eating the same stuff. We motivate each other.
Right.
We were like can drink a lot of wine and stuff like that. I'm a wine drinker. We go to Cooper Hawks, but we were drinking it at one point a lot of times.
Right.
Now we just slowed off on drinking our wine.
Yeah.
Now we drink these things called claws. They gluten free. They have 100 calories in it, and they like a hard seltzer water.
Right.
So they got like 4.5 something like that percent
5%,
alcohol in it or whatever. Because we human, we're gonna do some human
And
things.
we even what's our thing now?
So now our thing is because we were drinking, we would push back from the wine all the time, drinking so much wine, and then we started drinking the claws. So now our thing is we're not even allowed to drink anything if we're at home.
Right.
Wow.
No.
If we go out to dinner, we will.
Right.
Or if we go out to a little bar to listen to some music, whatever,
Right.
we'll drink our little claws or whatever. And we have something to drink. But now we didn't got it where we to the point where we like, because we like a challenge and we challenging ourselves. It's
That's
for
good.
us. So now
That's good.
we're not even allowed to even drink the claws or nothing, no alcohol in the house no more.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Point of
excellent.
interest. Point of interest. So with that being said, it's like, with this upgrade thing, what's going on with this? With this upgrade thing, what happens is like when you start like Brother Eric said, basically what he's saying is learning yourself, relearning yourself.
Yes.
And you start like, I'm gonna cut chicken, I'm gonna cut whatever out. But when you get past that and you go up to the next level, you start challenging yourself. It's almost like when you accomplish something, you want to see how far you can go to make it better. So that's what we doing basically.
Right.
That's what we doing.
That's
Just
right.
challenging each other. And then
That's
it was
right.
too because we drinking our little claws at home and you get caught up into, like I would tell people, like they feed you the 100 calorie Oreo cookies and you buying that because it only say 100 calories and you
Right.
thinking that's it. So you're gonna eat so many of them, you ain't realizing, but that's just their way of getting you to buy the things.
Yeah.
So then we drinking, it's gluten free, 100 calories, and then we're sitting at home. We done drunk 3. Because that's what it said.
Right.
And then we waking up in the morning and we tired and we got to get up and we got to go to work. And now we're tired. Why are you tired and you just slept 8 hours?
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you waking up in the morning? You're tired and you slept 8 hours because you done fed your body something that you shouldn't.
Right.
Yep.
You done slept 8 hours. You're supposed to get up with energy. Your body just laid there.
Yeah.
why are you tired? So we don't want to be at home, drinking this and waking up, and we have to get up and go to work, and we're tired.
And not wake up to a big breakfast. Wake up to some watermelon or something.
Right.
Man.
There you go.
Wake up to something like that, like we do. Wake up and
we
get some
just
water,
challenge
slice of
ourselves
watermelon.
on a lot
Bam.
of the things, and it's fun too. And it's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun doing it together. And even if you don't have a husband or a spouse, whoever live in your household, do that. Like I said, with my granddaughter, when before me and him got together, and me and my granddaughter, we would challenge each other on different things. She'd try to get me to challenge me on certain things,
Right.
So and it was fun. It was fun. Like she would challenge me. We would go to the gym. And she would challenge me to get on the elliptical thing. I'm not coordinated with that thing for nothing. Like I can get on the treadmill and I can be on the treadmill for 2 hours and it won't even bother me. Won't even bother me.
it.
But that elliptical, I cannot, and she can get on that and just be gone with it. So little things she would challenge me to, and I'd be like, okay, Kayla, I'm only gonna do 10 minutes on this. Like, let me challenge me to do 10 minutes, and I do it, and then we'd go back the next day, 15 minutes, So little things. So you just gotta, whoever you with, you a partner, there's somebody to motivate you,
You want somebody to push you
so-
or something.
so
like, be
it-
challenging.
Challenge, yeah. So and it's fun. You got to make things fun.
That's
so
right.
that's
Make
why
it-
I was saying
that's-
to brother,
I like
what's
that.
his name, brother
Brother
Air.
Air.
Like that's what I was saying to him. Like I get what he was saying. He like his voice is firm and
Yeah.
he he know his stuff. I can tell. I can listen. That's why I'm sitting here. It's like I'm not mad with how he
Right.
was
Delivering
doing
it.
it,
Right.
delivering it because I can see one of my days.
Yeah.
What you got for me,
Oh,
brother
yeah.
Air? And I can
Hey.
listen to him. But if all I was just saying too, to reach out to the young
Children,
youth
you gotta
and
have
stuff
a
like that.
tactic
You
or
got to
something.
learn how make
Yeah.
it fun for them.
Make
To
it
get
fun.
it, then they can learn
My
what he's
sister always
saying.
say that.
Yeah.
Tikoa is like that.
Yeah.
She been cleaning up. Like I'm kept me and her. We like the yin yang twins. Like she be like she's more somber and she's more gentle, and she's more what I would say what they say be as something as a serpent but as harmless. Be as something as a serpent but as harmless as a dove. It's kind of like not like being sneaky, but you're using a kind of a different approach to kind of pull the children in.
Yes.
I'd be like, get y'all ass in there and clean that room up. Tikoa, come over and make it fun.
Right.
Like, you
That's me.
fold 10 clothes, I fold 10 clothes. You sweep over in this pile and I get it up. I'll be like, get your ass over there. Didn't I tell you?
Right. And I'm like more so like your sister.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, and I again like to each his own with everybody. I'm the type I don't use profanity. I may slip up and cuss or something like that, but it's not in my senses. It's not in my vocabulary.
Chanel,
whatever.
my fault. Chanel says, wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove.
There you
Is
go.
that saying-
Wise as a serpent.
Yeah.
As harmless as a dove.
As harmless-
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
There you go, Charnel.
Okay. Thank you,
But
Chanel.
yeah, so
Chanel.
I just think his approach, if he wants to start getting the younger generation or whatever,
Subtle as a serpent, excuse me. And it's
Subtle.
harmless as a dove. It's
Okay.
subtle as a serpent, but it's harmless as a dove. Point of interest, part 9.
Right.
But
Okay.
yeah, so that's what, I would love to have him on here and talk about those, things. But I can tell like he know his stuff. He said in his
Oh,
ways.
yeah. He been like that. He been like that for
I could just
40-something
tell, listen,
years.
but I'm 52 years. 52 years old. I can listen to him.
Right.
But to get a younger generation,
Yeah.
honestly, they're not going to listen to him.
You know what?
Because
Go ahead.
of his his approach,
Right.
but he mean well. He know
Right.
he want him to
he like
he
that
kind of like he frustrated.
that
He like
revolutionary.
he
Get
want
him
to
against the wall.
Yeah, like and hit him in the head. Like this is what you need to learn. That's how he is, and they like gonna be. They ain't gonna take in. They ain't even gonna take it in. That one ear out the other. It ain't even going in the ear.
Right.
This generation, it ain't going. It ain't going. We used to go in one ear out, then we'd come back and like they sold us. So this generation now, it ain't.
Yeah. Point of interest.
Whatever it is. Go ahead, man.
That's deep that you say that. If we had a brick and mortar, if people don't know, means a
A
building.
building. Yeah, business.
For now, Tikoa and Adama, my twin sister, they have the Mother's Earth Blessing, which is in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's like a healing center, and they do enemas, they do sister circles, herbal teas. They direct you on how to go through the process of eliminating certain foods that's causing the sickness, illness, and disease. If we had a brick and mortar here in Cincinnati where we can teach, okay, like you got the brother Yaki, you know, you got the brother Yaki, you had Dr. Sabi, you had these health gurus. And Tikoa, she's a health guru. Professor Spears, a health guru. Brother Ayers, a health guru. Adama, she's a health guru. And now y'all are entering into this level of being health gurus.
Right.
This brother right here, y'all, Atiko, he came out with the Melanin Splash, and this is a detox that cleanses the colon, the gut. And if anybody is interested in any Melanin Splash, the liquid or the powder, I'm quite sure his information, their information, him and his wife information should be on this podcast, or after this podcast, y'all can reach out to them. Any of my people that's looking and listening, y'all know y'all can hook up with a sister, and I will hook y'all up with my brother right here, my sister right here.
Melaninsplash.com right there.
Y'all see it? Melaninsplash.com. Right, but we do need a brick and mortar. We do need an institution too. Well, we got an institution to lock criminals up, even innocent people. We got an institution which is the hospitals that heal and kill. We got churches that I ain't gonna talk about the churches, but you know, we have schools, but we don't have institutions on, like my brother said, it starts with the physiology. And once you deal with that, that's going to cover all spectrums of our existence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these institutions that we have, the churches, the penitentiaries are really supposed to be rehabilitation centers.
Right.
You don't lock people down 24, 10, 12 hours a day because they committed a crime. Y'all the biggest criminals by creating the shit. Excuse my French. And the school system, it's designed just like a prison. It's designed just like a prison.
Yeah.
And these children are really not really getting activated and really getting the education that they need. Because if they did, we would have children graduating at 10 years old.
High
boys
percentages.
And girls that get at 12 and 13 years old learning how to fix cars and build houses and cook food.
Which they took a lot of that away.
But we don't have that.
Economics and home ec. And,
we don't have none of that. So we, as like I said, from 70 years old down to the 40-year-olds, we got to do something. We got to do something quick.
Very quick.
You know, so this right here is an opening portal for dialogue. It's an opening portal to lead the way.
Yes.
We are leaders. We are leading by example. You can only lead if you're doing the work. If you ain't doing the work and you just talking trash, go sit down. You know, it's about putting the work in. So, like I said, if we had a brick and mortar, if we had a building, that would be so live.
Yes, it would. It would.
It would be, when I say live, and it ain't like we can't get it, because we
say,
missed out when they was selling all of that property downtown for $1. 3CDC got all that property. They didn't let the black folks know nothing.
They ain't gonna let you know nothing. Yeah.
And they got them lodges, and they got
it was a plan for
apartments and condos down there for $2,000 and $3,000. Ain't no black folks. We can't afford that stuff. But they didn't let us know when they was selling all of that property down there. Had we had to know, we could have had 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 buildings down there for schools and for health healing treatments and for teen pregnancy, for anything we could name. You know, so we just, you know, we still under this corporation and going to work and, you know, serving them and making them all this money. For every $1 million that I make them, when I retire at 65, can I get at least 10 million? I started working at the age of 14.
Right.
So when I retire, I might get, I can retire now at 62, but get some of my money. But you can only work so many hours. But if you're 65, and now they're raising it to 67. If you're 65, you can work as much as you want to. I mean, well, I shouldn't have to work.
And you know,
can I get 4, 5, 6 million?
You know what's crazy about that?
At 14.
What's crazy about that? If you think about it now, what did they raise it to?
67.
And what correlates with that with like trying to get to that? If you don't eat right, if you don't take care of yourself,
Say that, bro.
you ain't gonna make it to
That's
67.
why they keep raising it.
And they're gonna keep on when they see people starting to take care of themselves, they're gonna raise it again.
You're saying some real
so
stuff.
Y'all better pay attention. Pay attention, man. It's more like brother Aaron said, you know, it ain't just like if he come on the show, he gonna talk about some other things besides just eating and everything and being healthy. It's gonna be some other things that he gonna spit knowledge to you about.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's way deeper than what you think, man. So when people out here trying to, you know, educate you and push you towards doing positive things that may basically helping yourself, helping you out, you should take heed to that.
That's right.
And don't run from it. Just at least like listen to some of it. Take some of it in. And then when you get something from somebody else, take some of that in. And then you collectively have something very, very powerful for yourself. Right. So think about that. But I do, sorry for my not saying a point of interest, but I wanted to ask you something about that Emina thing. So when I think of Emina, I think about women only. That's what I think about. Now tell me about the Emina, the lemon Emina.
Okay, now everybody remember that their grandparents or their mothers had a red bag hanging over the door.
Yeah.
It was a red bag with little attachments to it.
With the white thing.
Yeah. And one of the attachments is for the vaginal area and the other attachment is for the rectum.
Right.
And the rectum part, you know, you stick up in your rectum and you fill it with water, but you can put fresh lemons in it, like squeeze the lemons and squeeze the pulp out of it. Drain the pulp out of it and then put something. You ask Brother Air and T-Core, they be doing 20, 30 lemons at one time. The most I did was 12. And I, put it.
So you like cut them, boom, squeeze them out.
Expose them, Then put it in the, drain them, strain them, put it in a, in a full bag of water in the enema bag. And I think it holds a half gallon. If I'm not for certain, Air, if you still online, kind of type it in and let me know if that's a half gallon of water. I'm quite sure it's a half gallon of water. And you want it, you could take it as warm as possible. Mm-hmm. You could warm it up and then you could pour it inside of the enema bag. And it's a tutorial on YouTube. And Tikoa, she administers enemas. I've administered enemas too to other people.
Right. Okay.
But you can, your wife can help you do it.
Right.
You can help her do it. But
so this is for men and women, right?
Yes, it's for men and women. Yeah. And see, I'm gonna tell you about men, and I even heard of this. Now I don't know how, but this was going around that some men don't wash their ass because they be saying it's some gay shit.
That's
my friend, some gay
stuff. You better get
gay
as hell if you don't.
This was a little conversation that was going around on Facebook a couple months ago.
Your own?
That they don't.
That's weird.
I'm like, wait a minute now. So I know y'all ain't trying to take no enemas in if y'all won't wash it behind.
I give enemas, as a nurse, I give enemas. I know how to, to put them on the side and turn over, I give enemas. So that's, but just interesting that you're saying like that. We did see the red bags and back, but I think it was more so in our culture. It wasn't for they wouldn't talk more so. It was always just a woman doing a douche.
Right, a douche. Right.
And instead of, because it's the first time I'm hearing about the rectal. You see what I'm saying? I'm 52. It was more so of a woman just cleansing herself and just a douche.
Right. And if I'm not for certain, T-Core, you can quote me on this. My mother used to take enemas and she used to take douches. But then again, I might be wrong because I remember my mother used to take X-Lax a lot because she had a real bad problem with constipation. And back then, they were doing, taking X-Laxes, and maybe prune juice.
Right.
But the enema, they had the enema the enema bag, but they was just using it for dishes. So I don't think she did use enemas. But now, what's going on now, a lot of people are having digestive problems, which leads to gastrial problems. So when I went to go take my colonic out at Blue Ash, there's two sisters that owns a colonic clinic. She was telling me that the doctors were sending a lot of their patients, instead of giving them the gastro surgery, they was telling them, y'all need the SHIT. Go over to the colonic, go get a colonic. We tired of cutting y'all. But I don't know if they was just tired of the procedure or with so many people, they were sending people to go get colonics.
First.
So So she was telling me how this one woman had took a colonic, and when she got home, she let out she said it was like about 12 inches. It was a parasite. It could have been mucoid plaque. It could have been one of the two. And she didn't know what it was. She was like, "Baby, we hit something up in there. That colonic hit something up in there and brought out more than fecal matter." But that's what's in our body. And then people, they are afraid to. This is the perception a lot of people have about losing. They call it losing weight. No, you're not losing weight.
Waste.
You're losing waste.
Yes.
That's what you're losing. You're losing waste. So people have this fear. When I went on a raw Livity diet for 6 months, and I was weighing 152 pounds. I got down from 152 to 129. I'm like at 133 now. And my children thought that I was sick. My face had got real slim, and
She went.
and my son was like, "Mama, where's your butt at?" You know, I had a little round little butt and some little, had little muscles here and there. And my son was like, so they all in the group chat. This is what my one daughter was saying. They got a family group chat. My siblings do, and they was like, "Mama," she said, "Y'all sure ain't no wrong, Mama. Man, she look all skinny and I mean, she look vibrant. I mean, all she do is she be gone and she be but it's something wrong with her."
Right.
So my daughter was like, "Mama, is you okay?" And she said, "I kept telling them that you changed your diet, that you was on a raw diet." I said, "Thank you." I said, "And y'all know damn well I'm healthier than all 11 of y'all ass put together. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It's something wrong with y'all."
Right.
I said, "I probably can pick who weighed the most out of all. I bet y'all I could pick you up just like this."
Right.
That's how strong I am, and that's how much energy I got. I said, "But no, I'm not sick." I said, "I went on a raw cleanse for 6 months, and I got rid of so much waste and so many parasites. It was unbelievable."
Right.
I was doing enemas, I was doing herbs, I was cleansing my blood, I was, doing the raw, fruits and veggies, smoothies, juices, but I didn't have that body look that we want to have as women. We want to have our little bust and our little butt and our little hips. We want that.
Right.
And women don't want to look skinny, but where I kind of messed up at, I wasn't working out. So when I started it again, I start, going to training. I wasn't lifting weights, but I was working out.
Squats.
To build the muscle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't look skinny and sick and all that, but I really didn't care because it was about how I felt.
Right.
I'm not doing this to look good. I'm doing this to feel good.
Yes.
And I felt good.
A lot of people should do that.
I had clarity. I was strong, so.
And if you don't mind, sister, let the people out there know what's your age, if you don't mind.
I am 42, yeah.
And
my oldest son is 44, do the math.
Yes.
No, actually, I will be 62.
62. Look at
year.
that, man.
Yes, I will be 62 this year. And I feel like I'm in my 30s. Now, I'll be having little problems with my little left knee sometime and my little ankle because I broke my ankle in 2 places 20 years apart from each other. I have a little issues with my lungs, but I've been working on that for years and it's getting a lot better. Sometimes when I'm in this environment in Ohio, in Cincinnati, the air quality is freaking poor. So it kind of bothers my bronchitis. And if I'm eating something I ain't got no business eating, it mucus builds up out of nowhere.
Right.
Like I had ate some yesterday and I ain't gonna lie, I had to call myself eating some little veggie chips. Shouldn't have ate them. And I got like a little cough.
Right.
So I'm on the ginger, I'm on the mullins. I'm doing the breathing exercises. And then I do African dance. I dance. So that helps open my lungs up, then I do yoga. So I have little ailments too, but at 62, I feel great. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, problems with constipation. I go to the bathroom 3-4 times a day. I'm clear. I got good clarity. I think quick. I even can read. I'm a reader. I can read your energy. I even have premonitions when things happen and I see them happening. Sometimes I keep it to myself. But if I feel like somebody or something is in danger, I act on it. So, when you're on a certain journey and a certain level when it comes to your diet or your livity, it opens up other things like Brother Aaron was saying. Yeah. You can tap into a lot of spiritual stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what this whole journey is all about. It's like the unseen and the unknown. It's like esoteric knowledge. This body thing is not really our body. This is just the casing for the spirit and the energy.
I said it
Yes.
all the
You know what
time.
I'm saying? And but while we possess it, take care of it, and it'll take care of you.
Yes.
Point of interest. So, it's crazy that you said that. Like, my daughter always be like, "Ma, don't say it because you be so on point." Like, I know I have that. I can read
feel.
things. I can read and I can feel things. And my daughter always tell me, like, "Ma, you psychic. Like, you something
You
is
are.
wrong. Like, Mama, she be
right.
she be saying something wrong. She's like, Mama, I'm saying something wrong with you. You psychic. Like, something is wrong with you. You be every time." And and I know it's something on me. Like,
Right.
and I know it, and I
On
know
you
it
and in you.
but and I know it, and I know it, and I do. Like, sometimes I can go into a zone real quick. I can because I'm listening.
Yes.
Because I'm listening. I can be in with some loud music and everything, and I don't hear that, but I'm listening. I can listen to
You in
God.
tune. You in tune.
Yes, I in tune.
Yes,
I-
I can feel. I can tune everybody out and listen to what God had to tell me.
Yeah.
Yes, I.
And years ago, I used to think people was crazy. If you told me that, like,
See,
you crazy.
We the crazy ones.
Like, you
'Cause they think
crazy.
we crazy.
Yeah, I used to would think people was crazy. Like, this person is crazy. This person is this and that or whatever. But once you tap into your spirituality and you ask God to come to you and show you the way, and like, I had to learn, like, people read the Bible. You got to ask God, like, to teach you how to learn the Bible. That's why I had to tell him one time, because he wanted to learn the Bible. I told him, you got to ask God to give you understanding, because that's who's going to teach you how to read that Bible, to understand it. Because a lot of people can read the Bible, they don't know what they read. But you got to ask God to give you understanding. And that's just like the same thing. Like, in the Bible, to me, it's like people, you just like somebody that come over from Africa and they speak their language or whatever. We don't understand it.
Right.
That's the same thing like the Bible. You gotta learn it. You gotta ask God to come to you, and you gotta read it, and you gotta read it over and over again. And then you're gonna get it, and you're gonna be able to understand that.
Right.
So it's like it's a language.
Yes.
It's a language. It's a spiritual language. So, but I've been on my little spiritual journey for many years, many years.
And that's what this is. This whole conversation. and
It's
this
like
whole
fellowshipping,
portal.
too.
Yeah, this is spiritual.
Yeah,
and
it
this
is.
is a spiritual. We are fighting a spiritual war in high and low places, and all this is remembrance.
Yeah.
This whole thing that we're going through on this dimension, is a form of remembering who we are, what our positions is, what our journey is. Everybody has a right to decide their own destiny. Whether you want to be here, whether you want to transmute to another dimension, whether you have things that you need to do here before you exit out of this dimension, because it's not just the physical dimension that's departing, it's the spirit. The soul is already out there. It's a matter of you taking that next journey to another destination. And we don't know that at times, at one point, we can fly. We used to be giants, but we are at the lowest stage of who we are. We're little people now. Every tree that you see out there represented the physiology of a person. That's how tall we was. It wasn't such thing as giants. And that's a lot of knowledge that has been suppressed.
Yeah.
It is so much knowledge that we have been
Deprived of.
that we have been deprived of, and that has been stolen from us. That this is all we know is to be born, go to work, go to school, get a job, get married, and shut the hell up. That's it. Oh no, this ain't nothing. Because if this is it, I don't want this. I want something greater than this.
Yeah.
Because this is a fight. This is a fight for survival. I don't want to survive. I want to live. I want to be comfortable. And it's a spiritual thing. And it's not just a physical thing. It's able to find peace and joy and love within yourself.
Yeah.
And this right here, this is love.
I appreciate it.
This right here, this is love.
I think when you speak upon when you say dimensions and everything, and we pass through it, when I think about deja vu, I promise you, I'll be like, I think I said something to you about that. Like, it feel like deja vu. I think it's kind of like you probably been here before
Yeah.
in your past
Some
life
of
or
us
your,
reincarnate.
you know.
Yeah,
That's
we
what I think. Cause
reincarnate.
you get those things like, man, I promise you, like this happened, and I believe that has something to do with it.
And sometimes some of us have to come back here to finish something that we didn't finish, or because of our deeds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right,
it's like it's a forever infinite evolving energy. All this is energy. We're just here in the physical plane because we asked to come here. Everybody that's on this dimension asked to be here. So why are you here? What is your purpose of being here? That's
deep.
the $1 million question.
Yeah.
But where's the $1 million answer? A lot of people don't know. All they know is we was born, we got to go to school, get a job, get an education, get married, have children, go to college, get a house, get a job, and that's it.
Right.
I mean, that's it.
Right.
And look how hard it is.
It's hard.
It's
crazy.
hard.
It is. A point of interest. I believe that we were all born to love. We were all born to help each other. We were all born to nurture each other. We were all born to, God gave us this world and the food and the fruits. And I said it on the last podcast, like, we enjoy the fruits of our labor. So if we get out there and it's like clarity, like now that I'm eating right and everything just start opening up and it making sense to me. And it's like, the fruit of our labor, we supposed to be eating the herbs and the fruits and the veggies and things like that. And it was like, we supposed to grow our own, and we were here for all that. But man had damaged all that and damaged
Man
our
got
mind.
selfish
And
greedy.
now that's where everybody had to start eating the animals and stuff like that, because we weren't taught to eat from the ground.
Yeah.
We weren't taught to eat from the ground. And everything is, like I was saying earlier, like it's learned behavior. It's just learned behavior. But I kind of like now at 52, it's like, wow, I wish I knew what I know now.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am here to introduce a brand new product called Gorilla Strength. It is a detox cleanse made by the Black-owned company. Yes, I repeat, Black-owned company, Melanin Splash. Y'all, this stuff is legit. I've been using it for about a week now. Y'all, my mind has been clear. My energy level has been through the roof, if you can't tell. My motivation has skyrocketed about tenfold. Y'all, this stuff is crazy. It is legit. It's super simple and easy to use. All you gotta do is take a cup of water with about 10 or 12 ounces maybe. Go ahead and add you a scoop of this bad boy, shake it up, drink it, and mwah, chef's kiss. Yo, I promise you guys, try it. You're gonna love it, and you can thank me later. You're welcome.
www.melanansplash.com.
I really do. It's like I'm just now getting it.
You did know it. You just now tapping into it.
Tapping into it and really,
And
really.
it's like,
And it's just like we're all remembering. We forgot.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like you don't, you don't be taught that. You don't be
Right.
taught the things that I know now. You don't, and a lot of people ain't gonna get it because they don't want to get
Right.
it, and
They
they
don't wanna
enjoying
get
their life.
And sometimes
I'm not
it's
mad
not
at
meant.
them. Yeah,
So
and
everything is not meant
for
for
everybody. Yeah, but I'm loving this journey. Like I'm loving it. It's
It's
a
a
different
beautiful
feeling.
thing,
It
man.
is. It's a different feeling that I get.
Positive energy.
Yes.
Even years ago when I started this journey, I always been a happy person and good energy. My daughter tell me too, like, you got energy like a toddler. Cause I can go.
Me too.
But one thing about me, when I lay my head on that pillow, I can go to sleep.
Right.
I don't have no sleep problems. I
Really
don't
quick too.
I don't have insomnia or whatever people be like. I don't have that problem at all.
Right. Me
I
neither.
can
I'm the
go
same way.
to
Thank
sleep.
goodness.
Right.
I go to sleep. I get my rest soon as I hit the pillow. I can
Yes.
sit on the couch and be up. As soon as I go lay down and hit that
I'm
pillow,
the same.
I'm sleep. I am sleep, and I do sleep. But I do have a lot of energy. I have a lot of good energy, not just energy as for just not feeling tired, but I just have good energy, and I love to give good energy to people, and just just love on people and speak to people in good, respectful ways.
Right.
And I'm always want to teach somebody something or just show them something. Not that I feel like I'm Miss Know-it-all or this and that. I don't even
Right.
come off like that to people. I just want to just help people, and in all type of ways. Just make sure everybody mental is good. Like I love to see people with good mental. They mental is good. I'm not I'm not an energy drainer. I'm not ones, like I was telling him, like sometimes how you can see people who are, I call moment spoilers or energy drainers or whatever.
Debbie
Just say, like you can everybody on social media, some people be like, I don't do social media. Yes, you do. You just don't post. But
you be ghost watching.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
But how
Ghost watching.
Ghost watching. It's cool though. It's cool.
I be telling people, they be like moment spoilers. Just say, for instance, like this is the type of people I just don't like being around. Sometimes you gotta watch it. Like I ain't one of these people. Just say like a person, like I'm at a restaurant and I'm like, I like the food here is good and this and that. Then you would get somebody on that post. I've been there before. That food nasty. You're a moment spoiler. Just my moment. Let me have my moment.
Right.
This my moment. This my page.
Right.
Let me have this moment.
That's my page.
I'm allowed. This my page.
It's my party.
I'm at this place. The
Right.
food is good. Why do people have to come on other people think? I've been there before. That place is nasty. You a moment spoiler. You just spoil somebody's moment. Even if the person still feel like it's good, but it's an energy. Now that energy is like, why did they have to say that on my page? Like, why did they saying it's nasty?
Brought you down. Yeah.
Now brought your energy. You having fun. You happy.
Right.
So I call people, a lot of people, I'm a post watcher too, because I post a lot, but I watch a lot.
Right.
And I just, I be seeing them little things and I be like, I don't say nothing.
See, you a post watcher because you watch people's posts and you post.
And I post.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
a ghost watcher don't do nothing.
Right.
But just watch.
But I would never get on their
Fly on
page,
the wall.
other people's page and say the things or whatever. I let people have a moment.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna get on your page, it's gonna be all positive.
Yes.
Nothing but positive, whether I agree with you or not. If I don't agree with you, I'm not gonna say nothing. Period.
Point of interest.
Yes.
Veggie back and right out for her. That's what I do when I make posts. It's about, when I'm on social media, because social media is another thing that's highly addictive. It's just like food,
Right.
and I think if you're not using that platform to enlighten, to encourage, to uplift,
Yes.
the
Yes.
nation, the people, our tribe, our empire, then you're just on there for vanity. I mean, there's nothing wrong with posting pictures, but if you're on there posting ass
And that's it?
titties,
Oh,
and,
yeah. Oh,
you on
yeah.
there just for basic fuckery,
Right. Right.
then go sit down somewhere. But I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but my thing is to be on there to encourage and enlighten. I ain't on there just posting videos and posting pictures and, just want attention. I mean, most of us is on there. 99.9% of us that's on social media is on there for attention.
Come on, I say that all the time too.
But
Point of interest.
the
You're right.
attention, my attention is to get your attention.
Come
Yes.
on.
And to get your attention is something that needs attention
Yes.
in a good way, in
Yeah.
a positive
Yep.
way,
Yep.
in an
Yep.
uplifting way,
Yep.
in an encouraging way. So
Yeah.
Right. Point of interest because me. I'm on there. I do love attention.
we
I know me.
she being real, I'm being real. We
I love attention. I do. I love attention. I love to have attention, to get a point across, to say things. And I say all the time, if you're on social media and you post something, you want people to see it. Otherwise, you wouldn't post
That's
it.
right.
You want somebody
right.
to see it.
Yes.
I don't need attention from nobody. Yes, you do. Because why are you on there posting anyway? Because you want the attention from the people that's in your newsfeed and you want them to like them.
other reason?
Otherwise,
Right.
you
No
would
other
never
reason.
post it.
Right, exactly.
So you will find somebody who probably posts once or twice a month and say, I don't need no attention from nobody. Yes, you did, because you just posted. I don't care if I post I can probably post 10 times a day.
Me too.
I want some attention.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all come and see me. Look at me.
It's all good.
I did it for a reason. Otherwise,
See, look at me,
Otherwise, I wouldn't have never posted.
Right.
I want people, just like I be telling people too, like with like us on our podcast or whatever. It's some people who probably won't even look at our podcast because they don't want us to know they're watching it. Like, why? Like,
Right.
well, why?
Right.
Why don't they watch it?
They'll go past it, but once you click
Click
in,
off, then they go back later and watch it. Nah, if you on your live, I'm gonna watch your live because you posted for somebody to watch. But you got people on there like, I ain't gonna look at their podcast. I don't want them to know I'm looking at podcast. Why?
and you're gonna go look at it later.
Then you're gonna go look at it later. Man, delete me then.
Right.
I want you to watch it while we're on live. We're on live for a reason, but it's people that do that. They wait and then they go back because afterwards, like, why do y'all do that? That's just like real weird and strange to me. Like, watch it.
It's
Let us
all
know
good.
that you
It's all
on.
good.
I want y'all to come. We on here because we want people to watch us. So
Yes.
if we will be lying and we say we get on here and we don't care nobody watch us and this and that. No, we
we
want
definitely
y'all
want
to
that.
watch us.
Right.
It's a good, we we only talking about positive things. And again, if we ask y'all to be on our show, it's all positive. It's never, a lot of people be afraid to, everybody be afraid to,
all positive.
come on because they think we want them to talk about their life story.
Right.
If you talk about your life story, hey, you can have the floor, but you don't have to come in and talk about your personal business. You can come on and just, feed off of what we talking about and engage in the conversations. And we everybody got room for improvement. We be wanting people to come on to teach us some things. We want to
Like Brother
learn.
Harris.
Yeah, we
Yes.
want to learn things. Like we always want to learn new things. Like we want to teach people what we done learned, and we be wanting people to teach us what they done learned.
Yeah.
So if we ever
That's the
ask
only way we
y'all to
gonna
be on, that's why we ask y'all. And if we ask y'all, you would got to be we feel like you're a good positive person because we ain't gonna ask somebody to come on here that's gonna be negative and everything they say is negative. We don't
can't
want
do
that
it.
type
We
of
can't
energy.
do it.
We want our
We live
platform
around that every
to
day.
always
Yeah,
be a
every day.
positive, uplifting energy platform. That's what we about, and that's what we trying to get out there in the Cincinnati community. That's
Yes.
what we want. We want
Yes.
this is the things we want. We want to put good negative energy. We want people to come on here, give us new ideas, and tell us the things that we should talk about.
Before it get extra big, like it's about to do, like it's doing
Like-
already.
Like
It's already
God
doing it.
got a plan for us. He have a path for us, and we just gonna continue to like last time I said, somebody asked us, "Are we making money doing this?" No, we're not making money doing this. God got a plan for us.
Yeah.
He has a plan for us, and I feel it in my spirit,
Yeah.
and I know it's coming, and it's coming sooner than what I think. Because when I know God coming, He prevails and He come. He's coming. So this platform that we doing, it's therapeutic for us. It's therapeutic for our marriage.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's very therapeutic for
Yes,
our marriage.
Yes,
Point
it
of
is.
interest.
Yes.
Can I read off a few places where
Yeah.
earlier I was talking about naturalitarian. It was a word that I made up. And it's just making an effort to live as natural as possible, from
Right.
eating to, growing natural hair, wearing natural hair, natural makeup, natural deodorant,
Yeah.
natural oils, natural lotions and shea butters, and natural toothpaste. This is 100% cotton that I got on. This come from Africa, and most African fabric is made out of 100% cotton. The body is able to breathe when you're wearing natural clothes, natural cotton, natural wool, because most of 90% of the clothes that we're wearing is either has plastic, polyester, some sort of synthetic that's made of some sort of synthetic fabric. But I get most of my goods from people that's in Cincinnati that make soaps, deodorants, body butters, oils, hair, stuff to make your hair thick. And I just bought this hair growth oil from Kalimba African braid shop, and it has multiple herbs in it that stimulates the hair shaft. So I use that. I use natural, like I said, natural butters and natural soaps and deodorants. one of the trailblazers in our community that's been doing this for over 30 something years. Her name is Tesfaye Tafari, and you can find her on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and her business is called House of Mayasa Touch. She does oils and soaps, and I think she did deodorants at one time, butters. She sells clothes. She does jewelry, and she was probably one of the first sisters that really start pushing her product in the 80s. And then you had Sister Hadasal and a Sister Zion and a couple other sisters back in the day that did raw jewelry. We have Roots Seasoned Oils that's on 8439 Reading Road. They have body butters and they have herbs and everything that you can think of that you need for spiritual cleansings and for your body.
Yes.
Then you have a Sweet Sister Splash at 1218 Sycamore downtown. They have oils and incense and waist beads and a whole bunch of a variety of things. Then you have Royalty Herbs and Relaxation, which is 3960 Montgomery Road in Norwood. Have the same thing, oils, body butters, anything you can name. Just go on their site or call their number, go visit them, and they can supply you with whatever your desired needs are. Then you have the tea room that's at 1713 Section Road. They have all the herb teas that you can imagine. You have Native Moon, which is on the corner of Compton and Hamilton Avenue. I don't have the oh yes I do. It's 1598 Compton Road. Go check them out. They have a lot of herbs and crystals and stones, and I think she does smoothies and things of that nature. Then you have Inspired Vegan, which is the vegetarian restaurant on 6010 Vine Street in Elmwood. You have the Garden of Ema Early Learning Center. This is a vegetarian learning center that caters to children that's vegetarians.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's who I work for. I'd go and do.
Oh, that's what you be at when
Yeah,
you do that? Okay.
So I'm there assisting the children.
Right.
Beautiful environment, beautiful, way of thinking.
Relaxing
to
and
teach the children at a very early age
yeah.
to incorporate fruit and vegetables in their diet. We have one little baby that's there that she don't like fruit, but Ema is helping her learn how to eat fruit. Because
Right.
a lot of these children are foreign to fruit. They have no idea what an apple, orange, grapes, none
Right.
of that is. Yes, I bet if we went into a school system and we got kindergartens all the way up to fifth graders, and say it's about 300 of them, and we said we want everybody to hold their hands up that eat fruits and vegetables every day. Out of those 300 children, it might be 10.
Damn.
Because
That's sad.
their parents don't feed them that. And then you have these parents, they're on the go. They don't have time to be trying to figure out how to cook vegetarian food and do smoothies, and they got to go.
And it's
They
not to get all
go.
deep into it, and you wonder why your child might have some type of like difficulties,
Learning,
through life.
concentrating,
Yeah,
focusing.
all
Yes,
that. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So, our job, us three sitting here in this now moment is to spread the word.
Yes.
And it's floating through the ethers, it's floating through the universe, it's floating through the cosmic, that y'all receive this energy, because we need to focus on these children. These children, they are very powerful. Little that we know. They ain't nothing but old people walking around the planet.
Very powerful.
You know what I'm saying? We just have to act. We just have to put something in them and pull it out of them. We got to, activate these children because they're very wise. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
But we got Vegan One Stop, which is Keishan. She does vegetarian food. We have Casa Selassie. He does Sun Food Sovereign. He does raw food, smoothies, juices. We have Kalimba African Braid Shop, which is on Winton Road, and it's in the Green Hills Shopping Center. And then, of course, last but not least, we have Plant Based. Her name is Plant Based Akila. She's on Facebook, and she does natural deodorant. And y'all, her deodorant is phenomenal. I love her deodorant.
Right.
She does natural deodorant, and it smells so good. She got different. She have an assorted brand of deodorant. And then last but not least, we have Melanin Splash Detox.
Yes.
This brother right here, this sister right here, they are promoting the liquid and the powder. It's a wonderful detox. It has helped me along the way when I went on my raw cleansing. I was using the detox. I had got a
Yes.
can from you, and that I ain't gonna lie, that can lasted me for about, because I was doing it and I was making sure I made that. I ain't gonna lie. I think
Right,
that
right,
can
right.
lasted about 2 months. And then see, by my body being so sensitive, I didn't have to do, I could do one scoop in a glass of water. And honey, it had me going. But I made it last.
Yeah.
And it worked wonders. It helped me. I mean, I dropped about 20 pounds of get back SHIT.
Yes.
And
20
along
pounds
with,
of waste.
yes. And then we have parasite cleanses. So you can go online if you want to do a parasite cleanse. The sister Bianca at Roots and Seeds, she has a parasite kit.
Okay.
And this help eliminates the parasites. When I first went on my parasite journey, I eliminated so much gas.
Right.
Because see, the bloating comes from the gas, and the fecal matter turns into a gas. And it blows your face, your stomach. You know what I'm saying? It blows. And my face was real fat. My face went down tremendously. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm too thin to have such a big face.
Right.
When I took that parasite cleanse, it did wonders for me.
Yeah.
I stayed on it for like about 3 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
And it right before I got here. And I felt I had so much energy, and it's we got to really get on top of cleansing this body. I mean, you wouldn't imagine. You got colloidal silver, you got they got gold drops that you could take, you could wear copper, you do different herbs to clean the blood, everything.
Yeah. We got your cousin saying shout out to everyone. Yes. Share some knowledge. And shout out to my beautiful cousin
I love you,
Tamar.
Amber.
Yes.
Hey, Amber. That's
Thank
my
you for tuning-
fellow. One of my, she a nurse. Yeah, she's a nurse.
Okay.
We don't work alongside each other. I know
Well,
Amber.
that's my first cousin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are sisters and brothers.
Oh, wow. Really? Okay. Yes. Hey, Amber. Hey, Amber. We doing the all nurse thing. I need you to come on. So I'm going to have to jump in your inbox because we doing an all nurse
gonna be
podcast. All nurses, the new
I love it. I
nurses,
love it.
nurses who've been a nurse for a long time. Amber
And
has
that's gonna
been
go
one for
down.
a
I
while.
can't wait to the
So
episode.
Amber, I'm gonna need you to come on when we do the all nurse segment that we have. We haven't picked the date yet, but I need you to come on the show.
Go.
And I want to say, you got something you want to say before we end this, wrap it up? You got something?
Yes, I want to talk about because I know there's a few people that I had told to tune into
yeah.
as far as like I was gonna go over our detox cleanse that you were going. Thank you for shouting us out. Our detox cleanse is not only just in just weight loss, it aids in just giving you clarity. It increase your energy. It takes away the bloating.
Yes,
It removes a lot of toxin. It also will help you start your journey on your weight loss journey. And again, I will coach somebody for free starting July the 1st if you need a health coach, if you need to be on your journey. I'm not just a nurse. I am a nurse.
Yes, sir.
I know what I know. I'm not a nutritionist and I'm not a dietitian, but I know the things to help you to get started on your healthy journey. And again, I'm 63 days of being a vegan.
Yes.
Thank you so more for coming on for the second
so
time.
much
Hopefully that
for
you will come
having
back
me.
with us in the future when we
Yes,
have your
yes,
brother
yes.
Aaron on.
Yes.
So if you can try to put that together for us.
I most definitely will.
Yes, to put that together and you and join us back.
Okay.
You know, we want to talk and
to.
and whoever want to come out, we really going to promote that too. Open-minded people.
Yes.
Open-minded people. No, not closed-minded. Just be open-minded. Like just hear people out. And like I said with Brother Aaron, his voice would make people think he hollering at you and this and that. When he just spitting the word. He just getting the word out. He just getting his word out.
That's
it. We gonna end this.
I want to say I want to leave everybody with one good message. And my message is, it's real short and simple. Start loving yourself more. Start paying attention to yourself more. And you will grow in the best way you would ever know. Sorry for the echo. But I got to say, we are officially OWT. Thanks for tuning in. And we out. Peace.
Peace.